Let's talk about Charlie Sheen.
Oh, boy.
I know Lewis is riveted by this Charlie Sheen story.
No,
and,
I couldn't care less.
TMZ, Lewis, I don't know if you heard, is considering running an explosive David Pakman Show gossip blow-up story that some are claiming, including Sir Darryl Roberts of the Sir Darryl Radio Experience, goes above and beyond what is taking place with Charlie Sheen. And he actually made a call to TMZ, the celebrity news website. I'm just going to play it for you. And I think that this is on the verge of an explosion.
Gets the press that many people would love to have. And I don't think that I understand that. I want to make some calls here. I want to do a little bit of research on this. I think that the victim of my research will be host of the David Pakman Show, David Pakman, and find out how much people are purchasing this information for.
Let's see.
If I were to call TMZ and I had some dirt on David, would they be interested?
TMZ.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. I was calling because, I noticed that you guys have been doing a lot of reports about Charlie Sheen. And with all of the stuff that's been happening with Charlie, I think that you guys are missing a humongous opportunity right now with David Pakman, host of the David Pakman Show. I think he's spiraling out of control even more than Charlie Sheen. And I actually have contact with David. I kind of work for him. And I've got video footage of David screaming at Lewis about not being able to wear his shoes inside of the studio.
Who is it again, David?
Pakman.
So at this point, it becomes clear, obviously nobody knows who I am, that nobody has any record of me at TMZ, but that doesn't stop Darryl.
AKMAN, host of the David Pakman Show. I think he's on drugs. I'm not sure because I haven't seen him use it in the studio, but I've seen this insane behavior. And I've started to record it because I don't think that we're going to be in production much longer. And I wanted to know whether or not you guys would even be able to utilize this stuff.
Yeah, I can take a look at it.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see, where is this?
So at this point, she's looking for the file about the David Pakman Show at TMZ, and she realizes there is no such file, obviously, because we keep all of our scandals under wraps.
The David Pakman Show?
Yeah, the David Pakman Show. I mean, he is...
Is this a radio show?
Yeah, it's a radio show. He's on television and radio. I think it's on 130 some odd radio
like that, yeah.
and about 35 television stations. And I mean, the guy has been losing it lately. He's been yelling at people, and Lewis has been taking the brunt of it. And they don't know that I've been recording this. So, I mean, I'm not violating anything just by getting you guys the video footage, right?
Not as long as you took it with your own camera.
Oh, I have an iPhone. And when David, you can kind of see this weirdness and wackiness in his eyes. And when I see he's going to come on something, I'll just put my iPhone in its cradle, but the camera's rolling. And David has been going bananas.
At this point, she thinks this is real, right? For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
All right. Now, you guys are not going to, if I send it to you, you won't utilize it without letting me know, right?
Correct.
Because I haven't sent it to anyone
yet. You send it in, and then what I do is I let my producers know.
Right.
Okay. If we can utilize it, then what will happen is somebody's going to give you a call.
Okay.
They'll negotiate a purchase price with you.
Great.
What could the purchase price be, Lewis, for me on a rant about you not wearing your shoes, assuming it was real?
Depends on how good the rant is, I guess.
It can't be more than a couple $100, right?
Depends on how
explosive.
How explosive, but also, I mean, okay, if it's you doing this, it's one thing. If it's a video of Charlie Sheen telling me I can't wear my shoes in the studio.
Have any idea that it was me who said it, or Lewis? I wouldn't want David or Lewis to find out.
Thank you.
No, we write these things from a completely anonymous point of view.
Great. How do I get it to you?
Okay, you can email it.
Okay. I know you can't tell me specifically, but has anyone else thus far sent you any of these David Pakman rampages?
No, and to be honest with you, I haven't heard of this show, so I'm going to have to do some research.
Oh, you're not familiar?
Yeah, she's going to have to look into that. So there it is. We could even create a fake video and see, could we scam TMZ? I bet we probably couldn't, right? And then they'd realize who...
After broadcasting this, I don't think that's a good idea.
Who is Lewis, who is David? And then that would be the end of it. On today's bonus show, Julian Assange going forward and then backwards with a claim of Jewish conspiracy against him. This is an interesting one. We'll also talk about a fetus being called to testify in Ohio. It's an anti-abortion stunt, as you can imagine. And should cigarettes be illegal? We'll also hear all about Lewis's new big-time concert that is going to be coming up soon. and plenty more. So stay tuned, davidpakman.com/membership. Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks coming up next.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.